Alright, so today I want to edit 2 images and I want to do it under 10 minutes. Let's get right to it. Alright, so this image was taken with, well, these 2 images were taken with the Nikon D750. I was shooting out f1.8 with the 85mm lens, and my shutter was at, I think it was at 1000. Let me look at this one. Wrong thing I clicked on. Where is it? File info. Oh yeah, it was the right thing actually. So camera data. So 1.8. I was shooting at 1.8. Shutter was at 1000. Let me look at this one now and see if it was the same settings I was actually using. Yeah, same settings. Alright, good. So I'm gonna edit these 2 images right now. I'm gonna start with this one over here. And let me just zoom it up a little bit. Oh, if you'd like to know how to put 2 images side to side, you go to you go to Windows, then go to Arrange, and it gives you all the different options right here. Alright, so I'm going to start editing. You know what? I'm going to start editing this one. Alright, quickly. Gonna do this edit super fast. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go over to frequency separation 16-bit, because I'm working with a raw image, and it's 16-bit for raw. Good. For the radius, I'm gonna keep it at let me look at her skin to see if it's taking too long. Sometimes it's good for you to use a radius that, you know, you don't see any texture in the skin, but I'm gonna work with 6.4. I'm gonna press M on the keyboard for my mixer brush, because I went to file, well, not file, I went to edit, then shortcuts, and then tools. Where's tools? Tools, and I change it to M for the mixer brush right here. Where is it? M. Good. Alright, so let me go right ahead and start editing. On the low frequency layer, you can also download the action in the description. So I'm just going to paint right here, or brush right here. So basically what I'm doing, I'm just brushing different areas of the skin. For example, this area here is dark, so I'm just going to continue with the mixer brush and do it dark. Up here is light. I'm just going to do light. Ensure that your mixer brush is at 2%. Everything else remains the same. Ensure that sample all layers is off. A lot of people always been having problems with that. It's not working because this is on. Alright, so what I'm doing, I'm flattening the skin. I'm just getting rid of the blemishes as well. I'm softening the blemishes on the skin, and I'm holding down on shift on the keyboard while I drag on the image. Alright, guys, you need to check out my previous video. It's going to be in the what's right here again. Right here, you're going to see the card right here. You could check that out. Why I hate working with photographers. You need to check that out. Alright, so I'm moving pretty fast because I'm doing 2 images today. Alright, so I'm gonna go and do our arm right here. So I'm flattening everything right there. Good. Gonna go to the hand. Hopefully I can do this within 10 minutes or less. Gonna go up to the face. Do the same thing right here. It's a little bit dark. There's shadow right here, so I'm just gonna do it. So when I'm mixing where the shadow is, I'm not mixing to where the lighted area is. I just mix the the lighted area, and then I just stop and then go over to the dark area, basically. Alright. So I have a lot of light over this side. Good. Oh, she did her own. Oh no, she didn't do her own makeup. She did her makeup at I think it's at Fontana, where she did her makeup. All right, that looks good. I don't think there's nothing else for me to do in that section. Good. So let me see this arm. All right, looks okay. There's nothing I need to do with that. Let's look at before and after now. So before and after. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to work on the skin pretty quickly. For this image, it's not in focus 100. It's not a sharp image. It's kind of soft, as you can see right there. But guess what? I'll be uploading this photograph to Instagram, so no one will notice. So I'm gonna do the neck. I mean, there are a lot of times when you do photo shoots, not all your images are gonna be in focus. Not all your images are gonna be sharp. This is why it's best to take at least 3 or 5 of the same photo, because you don't know which one is going to look the sharpest. So you have to do that. Take more than one photograph. Alright, come down to the chest. Let's do a before and after and see if it's working. Yeah, I don't need to really mix her face because it's already it's not sharp, and there's nothing there to remove, so you don't necessarily need to do anything to it. I'm gonna come down to her foot. Nothing there I need to do. Let me look on the arm here. There's not much I need to do there either. So I'm just gonna continue with this image. I'm gonna come back over to this image, and I'm gonna minimize that. I'm gonna go to dodge and burn. Because I flattened the image, I'm gonna press B on the keyboard for the brush, and I'm gonna put my flow at 1%. Because I flattened the image, I want to create a dimension now. I want to put back, I want to do the lighted areas, the highlighted areas, and the dark areas where the shadows are. So I'm going to start with the dark areas. So I'm going to ensure that my foreground is white because I'm painting on black. And my brush is at 1% for the flow. I'm just going to paint right there. Alright, so this, I think I did too much. Nah, that's good. Dark area right there, good. Dark area, good. That looks good. Nothing else I need to do with that. I'm going to zoom up in her face a little bit. Right here is a little bit dark. So I'm going to touch it one time. Right here as well. Right here is a little bit dark right there. Good. Alright, so I'm going to do under her eye. Right here should be light. Right here as well. Alright. Right here, have a little light as well, so I'm going to do right there. Nothing else I need to do. What I could do, I could just light up the leg a little bit, put some highlights on it a little bit. Right there, right here. Don't want it to look too dramatic. Let's look at the before and after for that. Oh, what's happening? Before and after. Good. I'm going to go over to this image now. I have to click over here. And then I'm going to apply the dodge and burn as well. Dodge and burn. Oh my god, it's 8 minutes already. I'm going to go down to the dodge. Not the dodge. The burn. I'm going to burn. There's not a... I don't think I need to do any burning on this image. This image looks okay. Let me see if I need to do any dodging. Yeah, I'm gonna dodge right here. Right here, the nose bridge. You know what? I think I add too much over this side. Just looking at it. Let me go back over here. I'm going to decrease. I think I have too much right. Do I think I have too much right here? I'm just going to get the dodge and I'm going to go over it a little bit. Because I think it's too dark. Yeah. That looks better. Alright, let me go back over to this one now. I think I'm going to add some dodge to it. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so it's 9 minutes now. I'm gonna put some dodge under her arm. Right here. Let's light it up a little bit. That looks good. Alright. Alright, that looks good. Alright, so I'm not gonna color the image. I'm gonna start with this one. I'm gonna press Ctrl Alt Shift E to create a new layer. Ctrl J to copy it. And then click camera raw right there. And then I'm gonna press auto. I always press auto because auto is awesome. And Then I'm going to bring up the shadows a little bit. Then the dehaze. I'm going to bring up the exposure. Then I'm going to bring up the white a little bit. The black down a little bit. I'm going to go to the HSL option. I'm going to go to hue. Going to play with the greens a little bit. Yeah. This is nice, but I want green. Then I'm going to add a little yellow to it, to the background-ish. Her skin looks a little yellow as well, but that's totally fine. Right, there should be good. I'm going to go to the hue. I'm going to go to this saturation. I'm going to put some saturation in it. Good, so that's done. I wonder if the original looks better. I'm going to tone it down a little bit. I'm going to go back in and I'm going to tone it down a little bit. I think it's too much. Tone it down a little bit. So I'm going to go back to the HSL. I'm going to go back to the hue and I'm going to bring a little more green to it. Right. So that works for me. Good. I'm going to go over to this image now. I'm going to do the same thing. Create a new layer. Create a copy of the new layer. And then I'm going to click auto. And look what's going to happen to the sky right here. Clouds. And then I'm going to go to dehaze. Going to bring up the shadows. Alright, I'm going to press OK. I'm going to do Control J again, and then I'm going to go back to Camera Raw. Control Shift A for Camera Raw. I'm going to bring up the shadows again, because I want to bring her out a little bit more. Going to bring up the exposure. And I didn't want to adjust here, so I would actually have to do exposure in order to get her a little bit brighter. But it's best for you to just go back into Camera Raw to get the subject up brighter a little bit, you know. So alright, I'm gonna go to contrast a little bit right there. Good, that looks good. Then I'm gonna go to the HSL option again. Gonna play with the hue with the yellows and the green, and that looks good. So okay. Alright, so I think I want to add some color balance. I'm going to go to shadows. I'm going to add some blue. I think that's too much. I'm going to add 5 for blue. I'm going to go to the highlights and see if I can put some yellow in it a little bit. I don't think I like the yellow. Let me get some blue. Play with the cyan a little bit. Alright, put back this to 0. Alright, that's done. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna do some color balance as well. You know what? I'm gonna use the same color balance from here on this one. So I'm gonna press V on the keyboard for the move tool. I'm gonna click on the color balance. I'm gonna click on the image and drag it over to this one. Press shift and drop it. So I just apply the same color balance to this image, from this image to this image. I'm going to apply color lookup to it as well. So I'm going to go down to the adjustment layer and then I'm going to go to color lookup, and then I'm going to change this to about 37%, and then I'm going to come to the top here and I'm going to go through all these lots and see which one looks good for this image. I'm not sure what's happening here, but let me go back here. Alright, this looks good. I like that. Good luck for that 10 minutes editing. Alright, I think I like this one. Let's look at before and after for this one. Before and after. This one looks really, really good. I'm going to apply the same thing to this image. So I'm going to drag over and drop. Before and after, before and after. That looks good. Bring up this image and look at it a little bit more. Alright, good. Alright, you guys must have noticed that I did not do any cleaning up of the skin. I don't think I actually needed to, but I think I need to. I'm just gonna get rid of some of these little pimples here. So I'm going to just come over here. I'm gonna do Control Alt E for both of them. Control Alt E. Then, without using the frequency separation tool, I'm just going to remove some of these pimples from the model skin using the patch tool, right? Patch tool right here. So I'm just going to remove some of them. Alright. Normally I would use the clone stamp, but for right now I want to use, for this image, I want to use the patch tool. And if you look at her skin, you see how natural it looks? And that's how your images should look natural. It should not look like, you know, plastic. It should look natural at all times. Alright, so this is why I start doing frequency separation with the mixer brush, because, you know, it keeps the textures, it keeps the texture of the skin, and, you know, it doesn't look fake, and that's what you want to aim for at all times. So that looks good. For her neck, Control D to deselect. I think I want to get rid of this line here. This one as well. Alright, that looks good. So let me just zoom out and go to the leg and the thigh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remove this. Alright, so these are gone. Good. This one looks okay. I'm gonna come over to this image now and I'm gonna do the same thing. Alright, so this image kind of look, you know, a bit saturated, but guess what? Sorry, I'm not gonna adjust it. This is a mole, so I'm not gonna remove that. I'm gonna leave it. But, you know, there's nothing here for me to remove, but I think I want to adjust it a little bit with the saturation. So I'm gonna go down to the adjustment layer. I'm gonna go to hue saturation, and I'm going to just decrease the saturation a little bit. Just a little bit, like that. Good. Alright, nothing else I need to do. Alright, so I'm done. I'm done editing. I'm done. Alright guys, so thank you guys for watching this video, and please remember to watch my previous video. I uploaded it today. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure when I'm going to upload this video, and I'm saying today. I might upload this video today because I always ensure that I upload a new retouch video on Fridays, so I'm sure people will be looking out for that. So I'm going to upload this today, whether it's tonight, tomorrow, 12 a.m. tonight. I'm going to upload it today. Alright, so guys, if you learned anything from this video, you just oh, you know what, let me do something quick. I'm gonna show you how to do a seamless image in the seamless image that you see on Instagram. Like when you scroll across to the left and it shows one image. I'm gonna show you to do this very quickly in this video. Even though I did a video on it before, you can look in the cards here for that as well. But I'm gonna do it right now. So what you do is to create a new layer. Because I want it to be a portrait size, I'm gonna keep it at 8 by 10. And then I'm gonna click create. I'm gonna go up to where it says image. I'm gonna go to canvas size. I'm gonna change this to percentage. I'm gonna do 2% because I want it to be 2 images. I'm gonna click this anchor right here that will extend this image. Good. So I'm gonna come over to the image I'd like to cut in 2, and then I'm gonna resize the image. Right there, good. Press enter. The next step now is to go to view, go to new layout, new guide layout. Ensure that is 3 because you want to, well, not 3. I'm going to do 2. So I'm gonna do 2, and then ensure that there's nothing else in the boxes, just that. And then I'm gonna go to slice, and then I'm gonna click on slice from guides. So right now what it does, it cuts the image in 2. Then I'm gonna go to save. Actually no, I'm gonna go to file and then save for web, and then I'm going to save this image. I'm gonna save it to my desktop. What's gonna happen now is gonna create a folder on your desktop, like right here, and then it's gonna have 2 images. So 1, 2. So the first image you upload on Instagram, you're gonna select this one. Like when you're doing the multiple images, you're gonna select this image for the first image, this image for the second image. So when you scroll across, you're gonna see 2 images. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good one. Bye bye.
'Cause I start thinking again about